So we got some news when it comes to Freedom Week with the Duncan versus Becerra court case. Duncan versus Becerra challenges the state's ban on large capacity magazines. I put that in quotes because that's the language that the state uses. Today we got a little bit of news. I'm going to talk about that in just a second, but first I want to say thank you to the sponsor of this channel, Franklin Armory. You guys know them. They're awesome. They got a whole bunch of AR-15 pistols available for sale in the state of California. They go above and beyond supporting the people in restrictive states like us and pushing the boundaries of NFA and California assault weapon ban laws in ways that I very much appreciate. So if we look here at what's going on, basically the opposition to the original petition for en banc, basically the Attorney General Javier Becerra put in a petition for rehearing this court case en banc, meaning that it was going to be an 11-judge panel. This 11-judge panel was going to have to rehear or choose whether or not they were going to rehear this court case. If they choose to not hear it, this is a long process. Today is not the day. Basically need to get this right out of the way. Today is not the day. It is not going to be anytime soon. The latest point in time that the state can continue to push it around and kick the bucket would be early January, because there's always ways for them to keep delaying and extending. If they choose to hear it en banc, we are looking at least 6 to 8 months. The reason being is because these processes take time. I don't think in my time of paying attention to this sort of thing, we've had a gun case that went en banc that got from the Ninth Circuit or whatever circuit was to en banc in under 8 months. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just going off what I remember. Basically, Chuck Michel and their lawyers, they put out a, hey, the state has requested an en banc review. They are filing their opposition to that, saying, do not review it. The court case made the right decision here. And then there's one specific part that I really want to show you. This was actually brought to my attention by a CalGuns user named Champu. I'm going to go here. Now, let's see. Let's find that quote. So right here, this is in their opposition to this petition. It says, second, accepting California's invitation to conclude that intermediate scrutiny under the Second Amendment is so permissive and undemanding as to tolerate even this retroactive and confiscatory ban would succeed only in making this case a prime candidate for the Supreme Court to address the concerns expressed by multiple judges that some lower courts are applying in an improperly diluted form of intermediate scrutiny to the Second Amendment claims. Now, what does this phrase actually mean? Because I threw a whole lot of word vomit. Our side, Chuck Michel and their lawyers, are basically saying that if the state chooses to hold their ground and try to fight this in this way, they are opening up the court case to potentially go to the Supreme Court and be an excellent candidate that could be used as some form of expansion of what the Second Amendment means, because we all know, I know. Feel free, just right now, go ahead, get it out of your system. Comment shall not be infringed. Please just get it out of your system right now. I get it. You get it. Unfortunately, the government and the courts choose to ignore it. It's not that they don't get it. They get it. They understand. They choose to ignore it. What this is saying is that if we allow this to go to if they allow this to continue down this road, it's going to get to the Supreme Court, and it's going to be an excellent court case that's going to allow this to ram through the Supreme Court and set a new precedent that could potentially be used to have to apply strict scrutiny or higher levels of scrutiny to magazine bans, assault weapon bans, and all sorts of things when it comes to the Second Amendment. Because if they make a decision on the mags, there's a very high likelihood that it's used to argue it in a way that covers all arms and the ability to keep and bear them. But who knows? We will see. Really, at the end of the day, what is going on here? Honestly, not much. I hesitated to put out this video. I truly don't think that there is a whole lot going on. But if you want to read this, feel free, drop a comment down below. I'm going to be doing a live stream at from 7 to 8 p.m. tonight for just my Subscribe Star people. So if they want to hop in and have conversations about this, we can. At which point at around 8, I might, depending on what they decide, I'm going to let them choose whether we open it up for everyone to hop in. And we can have these conversations. So if that's something that interests you, feel free to check out the Subscribe Star. So what I want to show you here, this is Rob from @2A Updates. If you are in any way interested in guns or gun laws and you have a Twitter account, you absolutely need to be following this account. He posts things about every state in the nation, even sometimes, you know, some other countries if it's relevant. Anytime there's a court case going on, anytime there's a big piece of news, he's always tweeting it, sharing it out. And this is how I stay so up to date on a lot of stuff. But, you know, there's people that are still confused, like this man here says deadline is today, when in response to when is the deadline to accept or reject the en banc hearing? It's not today. There's going to be a long period of time going down the road. There's still, I believe the state can still put a 14-day, or I believe the judges or anyone can still put a 14-day delay, at which point I think there's another 21-day period of time. So we might hear something by the end of October. And if we look at this CalGuns, or if we look at this Reddit thread, so the opposition to the en banc hearing has been filed. You can view this here, which I'm going to have a link down to in the description as well. What does this mean? Not much at this point. We all knew they were going to oppose it. Yep, pretty much. What happens now? We wait and see. Something did happen by September 18th, which kind of resets that clock on periods of time. What will we see in the coming weeks? Probably some amicus briefs from states and organizations that support our cause within the next 10 days. That's the limit. Then we'll see the original panel rehear the case or decline to do so. It's possible that Thomas could just call for an en banc vote without letting the 3-judge panel decide. I don't want to fill this edit up with conjecture on how they could act and why they would do so. Instead, I'll just say to check back in a week for those amicus briefs and keep routinely checking back. Basically, that's the deal. We're going to just don't hold your breath. You will die. When is the latest we can expect to see the next thing besides amicus briefs? This is independent. This is dependent on how the 9th is going to handle it from here. There's a few options. Crystal Ball says we should see the newest development on this case before the end of October. An example, we would see the next action by the 9th by the 9th Circuit in the coming weeks. In a nutshell, expect something significant from between today and the end of October. Turn on post notifications, follow me on Twitter, follow Rob @2A Updates on Twitter, be involved, get on the forums, have conversations with people, be ready to hear information, but at the same time, don't hold your breath. I hope this kind of explained to you what's going on. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment down below. I'd love to have those conversations with you. Like I said, I'm going to be going live from 7 to 8 p.m. just for the people on my subscribe star. But you guys know the drill. Have fun, be safe, stay dangerous. Peace. Oh, also, I want to say thank you to Route 66 for having me out at the recent meetup event. It was really cool. They're also going to be doing a giveaway, so go ahead and follow them on Instagram. They will have a post up for Target stands. They're actually really nice. But yeah, feel free to just go check that out. It's totally free. They'll mail it all out to you. All you got to do is just go check out their Instagram. More information will be there. Thank you. I really appreciate all the support on the channel. If you did not know, about 70% of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed, and that's interesting, that's cool, I'm glad people are interested, but I'd love to have people coming back. So if you're not subscribed, double check. I've had a lot of people lately saying that they've been unsubscribed by YouTube. Not sure what's up with that. Maybe they just don't like me or something. I mean, I get it, I'm a gun content creator, they're probably not gonna like me, but double check, make sure you're subscribed. Thank you, peace.